Jim Morrison took it to a different level. Whitney Cummings, a pleasure. 7 years I'm waiting.
You're like the Jim Morrison of comedy.
I'm fucking waiting here for you. 7 years I'm waiting here on the street corner like fucking the singer from Guns N' Roses in November rain. I'm sitting there.
I've always wanted to do your show. I'm too intimidated by you.
No,
and we just didn't know
we were both intimidated by each other.
That's so weird. That can't be true.
First of all,
Lee, is he bullshitting me?
No, I get very intimidated by some women.
He would bring you up and he'd be like, I don't want to bother at the store.
I don't want to bother you. I don't like bothering people. You know, some women have, and it wasn't an air of bitchiness or nothing. It was just an air of, I'm Whitney fucking Cummings. And I respected that.
That's super kind. And you have this too, like before I go on, I'm not that social. Like I'm kind of like super focused and I'm trying to get a vibe of the crowd. Like I'm not great at socializing at the Comedy Store until after my set. And I think a lot of people think that I'm like a bitch or like aloof, and it's not. I'm just like insecure and I'm trying to like try out new shit. And, you know, and the Comedy Store has gotten super like popping lately. And there's like agents in there and I just get nervous.
Here's the deal. You go there the great Paul Mooney once told me to be an entertainer, you have to be entertained. So Tuesday nights, what I do is if my spot's at 10:30, yeah, I like to go into Sam's room and make some extra money or who's ever in there. But I'll tell you what's fun. You know what's fun? To smoke a half a doob, maybe pop a quarter of a Xanax, and sit in Mitzi's chairs in the back and watch the 3 people that are up before you.
If you did that and watched my set, I would leave. I would stop performing.
I do it all the time.
Oh, comics.
I went down there to watch you the other night, and I got up and went to the main room.
If I had known that, I would have.
No, I didn't let you. And then I walked out of the front when you were getting on.
So mad. This is why I do flappers. This is why I do little clubs.
No, I don't
like comics I respect.
I want to learn from you. I see what you're doing. Remember, unless you're a fucking moron, that you can learn something from every comic, whether at the open mic level to the highest level. An open mic comic has something that'll go, fuck, I used to do that.
Yep.
Okay, don't count me.
Yeah, that's right.
And a fucking pro like Ron White will do something go, fuck, I gotta start doing that. That's right. So
when I watch Ron White, I'm just like,
yes,
the music.
So you got you, D'Elia, Ali Wong, Rogan, and then me.
No.
Okay, so I gotta watch everybody. I watch D'Elia and I'm sitting back there going, now when I'm watching D'Elia, I'm going, thank God I don't got to follow this bitch. Because that's been slow deaths for me.
Yeah.
I followed D'Elia. It took me about 6 months to get the hang of how to follow D'Elia. And if they're with him, you're done.
I had to follow you one night. I don't think you remember this at the Comedy Store.
For the Netflix thing.
That's right. You were killing, like the building was shaking. Like it was like shit was shaking. And I think you did a half hour. Am I wrong?
22.
I think you did more than 15 minutes, and it was just like, I mean, it was like applause break after setups. Like you were killing so hard. I was like looking around. I was like, anyone? I lied about having a migraine. I do get migraines a lot, but I was like, does someone? My head's starting to hurt. Like just thinking about going on after you. And I got up, and I was like, I can do this. I can fucking handle it. And I had to regroup. I just like barreled into my material, and I tried to just like channel your momentum, and they were not having it. And I had to go, okay, guys.
Stop, take a breather.
I know you guys miss Joey. So do I. Let's just regroup. Like I had to just address it because there was this like a mourning in the room that you had gotten off stage. And I just had to totally reset the energy. Sometimes Sebastian will do that. I learned I learned that from Sebastian when he follows like a really high energy act. He'll kind of just pace around like a fucking lion in a cage for like 30 seconds and just kind of like get the focus back onto him.
That was the original teachings of Mitzi Shore.
Really?
For me to punch you in the face.
Yep.
And for you to be able to put your hands up, breathe, and think about what your next move is. That's why I take my daughter to Bully Buster. Because every class she gets belted in the head. And it makes her think. Or she belts somebody in the head.
Right.
And life is all about getting belted in the head and what's your next move.
Right.
If I belt you in the head and cover your head, you lost the war.
Right.
You know, when I first went to the store, it was Dom Herrera that was unfollowable.
Yeah.
Unfollow. I mean, I remember driving down there like with tears in my eyes. Like, why am I going to go down there to die? And a black guy with dreads that isn't around no more. He was spotless clean and a killer. He had been around for 25 years, and he was there from the beginning, and Mitzi would still give him spots at 12:30. And I would have to go from following him in the original room to Dom in the main room. So I would go down there just to take 2 beatings. And then it takes a couple months to learn. Once you go up there and go, let's keep it going for Whitney Cummings.
Right.
Isn't she great?
Right.
I wish I could. You died. You died. I have to go up there and say, let's keep it going for Whitney Cummings. But then, without saying this, I got to go, fuck Whitney Cummings.
Yep.
It's Uncle Joey time
Yep.
now, bitches.
Yep.
And you have to learn how to make that transition.
And what you're saying is now clicking for me about watching the comic before, because Dom, whenever he goes after a comic, I've noticed he'll kind of do tags on the jokes before him, of the set before him.
Why not?
And it kind of like fuses
Bonds
the energy.
the energy, and it's
not
tremendous
like-
for the room.
Yeah, it's tremendous for the room, and it feels like we're all a team, and it's not like the audience is like, oh, here's our commercial break. You know, like it's not such a hard pivot, and he does it so masterfully. Like whenever he follows me, he'll do a bunch of tags on my jokes, which I'm like, can I have those? And I think it makes it less like traumatic for the audience, energy-wise.
10 Planet Kush, it drains the lactic motherfucking acid. People won't cop to it. The health specialists say, no, that doesn't happen, Joey. Yes, it fucking does. I got friends in Harvard, bitch. I'm like Garth Brooks. I got friends in high places, motherfuckers.